Time to check in with our lizard overlords. What are they up to? Well, this.
Is this the worst hour now?
Are we done our first hour?
Yeah, we're into our worst hour now.
Keep your expectations of this episode low. Starting the worst hour now, I feel like we've crossed into like maybe not great content hour.
Welcome to our worst hour.
So I called the guy from the night shift because this all relates back to being my fault, and it's not his fault. I didn't set up any kind of like SOP for night shift. I was like, let's just go do a night shift. So at the end of the night shift at 1 o'clock in the morning, he goes back to the hotel because on top of doing a night shift, we're also doing a night shift on an away job, which is just, But then I wake up in the morning and I try to plan the next day. What does he need on the night shift? But I can't call him. He's asleep. He was on the night shift. But he didn't send me any information. It's frustrating. But on the flip side, so today, in my mind, I start building up what I think got done. Because today I couldn't go there because I was driving the bin truck. So I build up in my mind what I think got accomplished on the night shift. But what actually got accomplished on the night shift was far less than what I had built up in my mind had got accomplished on the night shift. So when I called him and said, hey, what did you get done? And he responded with what he had completed, I was like, what the fuck, man? I thought you'd be done this. And he was like, well, I'm not done. I got this, and this done. And now it's pouring rain on me again for the fourth night of the fucking night shifts. I think we've run night shift 4 nights now, and it's rained 3 of them. Like pissed rain. So if you think it's unproductive to be working at 8 o'clock in the morning in the pissing rain, try working at 8 o'clock at night in the dark.
Yeah.
So anyways, after I got home, I concluded that everything that had happened on this night shift and him not sending me the information every night was 100% my fault. Because I hadn't laid out procedures for the night shift. So I called him back and said, okay, this is what happened. I didn't have any information. So I made a gross assumption of what had gotten done. Because also when I'm thinking about what got done, I'm thinking about it like I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not thinking about it like they're doing it. And there's just a different level of production between when I'm doing something like that and they're doing something like that. Which I'm fine with. And it's part of the game, right? And they're productive and they're good. I also tend to forget there's only 2 of them working the night shift. And so in my mind, there's like 5 guys out there kicking ass all night. But it's not what's really happening. There's 2 guys in the pouring fucking rain struggling to get something done is the reality of what's fucking happening out there. But in my brain, it's 5 guys in perfect conditions in the sunshine pounding out fucking production. And that's a big disconnect. So I called and we had a very good conversation about how my brain was disconnected from the process and maybe he could start sending me some information so I don't make up the information to whatever I think it should be. So tonight he's going to send me, because tomorrow they're starting the transitional shift, right? Mm-hmm. You missed all that, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow they're doing an 11 to 7 so they can transition into the Friday day shift.
Ooh. That means it's close to being done.
Night shift should have been over tonight, but with the pouring rain, I told them, listen, come in tomorrow at 11 and finish off what you should have done on the night shift. Just pile on the fucking area off. I'm so done with this shit. He said, I'll do that. I'll pile on it off right now. It's fucking great. Pile on it off.
Did the track situation with the excavator get fixed?
So we put it back on and then I took it up on the hill and it never fell off. Yeah. I took it up on the hill. It fell off immediately. And then I was this is another good example of listening to people. I took the excavator up on the hill on top of the wall and the track fell off immediately within like 30 minutes, 20 minutes. So I walked it back down quickly so we could put it back on the machine on the ground. We put it back on the machine and then I was standing there and I was like, man, this fucking track blah blah. It's fucking, and I was about to give up on the whole thing because it's just, which it also isn't my personality with the back to the whole testosterone thing. Normally, I never give up on anything. I will work so hard and waste so much money to prove I'm right. I mean, the guy who owns Ridge Lake, I wasted hundreds of thousands of his dollars proving I was right, and we could do it that way. Hundreds of thousands of that man's dollars got flushed down the toilet, proving that Mike was right. So I was standing there, and then the the new foreman that we hired, Daryl, he came up and said, "You should just walk the top of the ridge and take your time." When I was up there, every time I walked a bit, I would just lift up the tracks and clean them out to keep all the rocks out of them. I was like, thanks, Daryl. I was so frustrated and angry. And if you go back to the testosterone thing, it says my mind is what did it say about my? Anyways, I did what Daryl said, and I successfully finished the berm. So, and I thought to myself, I should have just listened to Daryl more.
Is that testosterone thing affecting your memory? You've been
Yeah,
talking about how yeah?
that's what it said on ChatGTP. I can maybe scroll back down to it. Mental systems, difficulty concentrating and memory issues.
Ooh.
So my brain has gotten a bit better lately. I started brushing my teeth with my left hand
Hmm.
because it makes your brain think differently. Someone told me. Can't remember who told me that. Works though. And I started listening to audiobooks instead of the radio because I have
48
to
Laws of Power?
No, I started listening to how to influence friends, and well, I've never
Oh.
listened to an audiobook before in my life. So I thought I'm just gonna buy a cheap one. And
Cheap.
everyone always talks about that book, how to
Win
influence
friends and
people.
influence people. Yeah.
Yes, that book. So I thought, I've never read that book. It's 99 cents. How far bad can this go for me? If I can buy this audiobook for 99 cents. Like, what do I have to get out of it? Nothing to make it worthwhile. So I started listening to it, but I had no idea that the book was written like 100 years ago.
Yeah. It's old.
It's like going in depth about Abraham Lincoln and how he handles situations. Isn't that guy shot in a theater? What the fuck are you talking? And they're talking about things like this man. I I I I I helped him go through our order of lumber on the train, and I influenced him into not rejecting the lumber, and this is how I did it. And I saved the company a clean $100. I was like, how old is fucking driving up to 400 to Barrie? And I'm like, this book there's a lot of good information in the book. I'm not knocking the book. But I'm like, $100? What are you talking about? Fucking Ryan's eggs are $10. Like, anyways, I started listening to audiobooks, which I also found that book, which I've also found is keeping my brain more focused. Luckily, my doctor told me by looking at me, I didn't have low testosterone. You
The
have to
beard.
understand. Well, you have to understand, he gazed into my eyes and looked at me, and he knew I didn't have testosterone problems. And then I brought up that the optometrist thought I had diabetes, and he was all about that guy. Ooh, optometrists are to be trusted. Then Chad said I should tell him that the dentist said I have testosterone.
I can't listen to audiobooks. Not because I don't want to, because I don't absorb anything anymore. I can't absorb anything from a book or anything from a lecture.
How do you absorb it? By reading it physically yourself?
I don't. I don't absorb anything anymore.
You figure like your brain has figured out, I know enough and I'm done.
I think so.
Mm.
Is that what does ChatGPT say about that? Like,
Too much testosterone.
I'm just unable to learn anymore. Like, I can't learn anymore. I mean, I'm sure I can absorb like some stuff.
Does the landscape daddy know enough?
Is it because you don't think it's
And
useful to your current
I'm sure there's
position?
no, I'm smart enough. Well,
Well,
I
if somebody said something that you found useful, would you absorb it?
Oh,
I
okay. So I
probably
asked,
wouldn't even think about it, wouldn't even think it's relevant to me, and I would let it slip by, and later full on realize that I missed something there and I forget what it is. I just can't.
ChatGPT says, I asked, does the landscape daddy know enough and not need to learn anymore? And it says, absolutely not. Even the landscape daddy needs to keep learning.
I agree with that. I just can't.
Why the landscape daddy should keep learning? This gave me like 10,000 words on want suggestions on where someone in his boots should focus next. Someone in your boots, Chad. Someone in your boots.
My gas guy had his apprentice show up to a job. The first apprentice actually called in sick because his boots were in the wash.
Hmm. He's not near his boots.
Not near his boots, they were in the wash.
His
Actual
boots are
problem.
wet. His boots are wet. Get it?
You
Yeah.
put it in the washing machine, his
I don't
boots?
know. I don't think it's real. I think it was a lie, but
Yeah.
they were in the wash. I've never washed my boots ever.
Who
Ever in my life.
washes their boots?
The rain washes my boots. That's it. My boots are brown with paint can splatter on them.
How long do you get out of a pair of boots?
I used to get 6 months. Now I get easily a season.
I've had
It's the
my
brick
same
dust
boots
that
for like
fucks them up.
3 years now.
3 years.
3 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Whenever you start or whenever you stop cutting brick, your boots last a much longer time.
I feel like that's true.
That's like because you're constantly just blasting your one boot with brick dust, right?
Which is
So you're
sucking all the moisture out of the leather.
yeah. Yeah, it always cracks around the right behind the toe there. The laces get all hard. You can't loosen the laces or tighten the laces. So then I switched to cowboy boots. And those would get ruined. They would last longer, but you look
What
ridiculous.
kind of boots are you rocking now?
Ariat. They're like
What's
cowboy boots, but they're safety toe. Or they're supposed to be safety toe. They sent me a pair that's non-safety toe, so I guess I can't stay on site that long.
like you sent them for free or you bought them?
No, I bought them. Amazon sent them.
Why would you send them back?
It seems like a hassle, and they
Fair.
fit other than that, so I just
Hmm.
kept them.
Fair. I have Doc Martens
And really, safety boots.
safety boots. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
Generation X.
I feel like that's your era of,
It's my era.
yeah.
I was looking at the doctor who was also wearing Doc Martens today, and I was like, all right, this guy's kind of pissing me off, but at least he's from Generation X.
He had like plaid pajama pants on with
And the
the,
AC/DC shirt. Who
yeah,
Made Who was playing in the background.
yeah,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
teal mohawk that wasn't done up.
A girl came into the doctor's office wearing a pair of Docs that had like 4 inch soles,
Oh yeah,
5 inch soles. It's like, hey, I'm back in high school.
yeah.
She was like
My
high
wife had a
school.
pair of sandals like that. Color fucking Gypsy Rose. Ridiculous looking shoes.
Did she like them?
She did until I made fun of them.
You ruined your wife's fancy
I
sandals.
said, keep wearing. If that's what makes her happy, you keep wearing those silly shoes. I think my dog chewed them, actually.
If that what makes you happy, you keep wearing them. Do you think she was just trying to get a bit taller?
I don't know if she's tall enough.
Yeah, but you say she's tall enough. That doesn't mean she thinks she's tall enough.
Mm, yeah, maybe she wants to be taller, I guess.
I remember one year we used to take the kids to Darien Lake every uh, Labor Day weekend in Buffalo. And one year Nate had grown more than Paisley.
Mm,
And so Paisley wasn't going to get on all the rides, but Nate was going to get on the rides. So
mm.
we bought her like 3 inch sandals and she got good at walking in them. And then she wore them the whole time because she could get on the rides. because it was enough of a lift for her to get. And no one working at Darien Lake ever caught on that this kid was wearing 3-inch like high heel sandals all around the park.
Good for her.
She's a determined kid.
Yeah.
He's a determined kid.
Yeah.
So Paisley has a Volkswagen Beetle now,
Like Murray.
like Murray. Well, hers isn't a convertible, but she has a Volkswagen Beetle. And so Nate got a car and he got a Nissan Cube because that's what he wanted.
Well,
So you couldn't get two more opposite vehicles than the ultra square Nissan Cube and the very round Volkswagen Beetle. So currently our driveway has two huge white pickup trucks, a Volkswagen Beetle, and a Cube.
how big's your driveway? 4-car?
It fits all four, yeah. Yeah. The
You have
truck
to
the trucks
shuffle
can
all the
park
time?
the trucks can park beside each other with 2 feet between them probably.
That would
So
drive me nuts, the shuffle all the time. Or
so
before bed, there's the shuffle. And
we've never had to do that before. And all
really,
of a sudden this is now, well, because the kids didn't drive, right? It's just me and
yeah.
Kelly. So now all of a sudden since Paisley got her own car, we started shuffling cars around, and now Nate has his own car, so now we're really shuffling fucking cars around. Paisley
I would
wasn't
say
home
if
from
your car's
soccer.
behind me, I'm pushing it out of the way in the morning. I'm not moving your fucking cars.
How could you possibly, at your driveway, how could you possibly end up with cars behind each other?
Well, I don't, but in your situation,
Oh, in our situation, our driveway is tiny. We
me,
don't,
there's someone behind me, I just drive through the field to work.
I didn't get the extra $50 from fucking Forcefield, so we live in the suburb. We live in a suburb house, not on the acreage like you with your extra $50.
Yeah.
Living
One
out
of my
on the acreage.
Yeah, I'm
I,
I'm pulling in tiny bits of money everywhere. One of my buddies is like, "Hey, I got a camper. Can you keep it out your yard?" I get $50 a month. It's like, I need power. $70 a month
what does he need power for?
to keep his fridge.
Is he gonna start living
Camper
at the
has a
yard?
fridge. No, his camper has a fridge and he wants to keep his fridge cold. But I don't know why, but sure.
What?
I don't know. I didn't ask questions. I just said $70 a month.
Why does he need to keep the fridge cold?
I don't know.
Doesn't that seem weird? I love
Yeah,
that you don't care. You're like, I don't care about this.
I have bigger
Whatever.
problems than his fridge
Hmm.
in my life.
And we don't, that's like when I came downstairs and said, hey, do you care if I log my watch onto the phone network so that if my watch isn't near the phone, it'll still work? So even if my phone is somewhere else, my watch will still be able to make phone calls. I said, it's like $15 a month. And Kelly said, we don't have $15 a month problems. If you
Yeah,
want to sign up for that, go ahead. If you're going to buy a truck for 3,500 or 5 grand a month, give me a call. We need to have a discussion. So
there you go. That's the right answer.
yeah,
Smart woman.
I, that's why she's my wife. Do you think you guys have spent a lot of hours talking to me? Do you think there's any possibility that Paver King could be a functioning company without Kelly? Absolutely not. It's
Mm.
zero chance. It would still be me doing front walkways by myself without Kelly.
Do you guys ever disagree on the direction of Paver King?
Yes, we
And
do.
how do you tackle that?
Uh, it depends on the issue, I guess. Sometimes it's well, so right now we have a client that's selling one of their skid steers um for well, they haven't quite determined yet, but it's probably going to be between 30 and $35,000 they're going to sell this skid steer for. And they owe us, I don't know, like 75,000 bucks, maybe $60,000 or something. So I went to Kelly and said, hey, like, I think this skid steer, it's got 6,000 hours on it. It's a 2015, but I think at the price point that it's at and the size of it, it's an SVL 90. It's a fair sized machine. It would be the perfect machine to push at the dump. Because I don't want to have like $150,000 excavator or dozer pushing dirt, because we're not running like a fill site where you have 200 loads a day coming in here. We're running like on a busy day, like 12 loads come in. But you can push 12 loads with a skid steer in an hour and a half, 2 hours max. Like I would say we have a staff member at the fill site every day from 7 till 5, and he pushes out whatever comes. But some days he might only get 5 loads. Some days he gets 20. Some days he gets. I budgeted all of it so that we could have someone there every day. But the machine probably only gets 10 hours a week on it. And even if it broke down, what's like, who cares? Like it's not on a job site. It's not impeding the progress of invoicing. It's not, they just end up with some unpushed out piles, right? So to me, it seems like a great solution for this problem. And this time, actually, Kelly agreed with me and thought it was a good solution too. So this wasn't a great example, but but we had a long discussion about it, because in my mind, let's just take the money off the money we're owed and just take the skid steer and start pushing. But in Kelly's mind, she's like, that's a really reliable client that always pays us on time, and we might need that cash flow. So we have to have a debate about the cash flow. And so we had disagreements sometimes about people who we're working for, particularly one client 2 years ago. There was a lot of disagreements about that client and why we shouldn't be working for them anymore.
Who was right on that one?
So my argument to continue to work for that client was we needed to back it out slowly. Because if you just put the brakes and stop going, they're never going to pay you the money they owe you. You need to back it out slowly. And so we just, we had a lot of meetings about it, and we ended up with a hybrid. So they were paying us like $25,000 a week or something they were supposed to be paying us. And so then we capped that the most work we would do for them was like 15,000 a week max. That was our max out work. And then I managed that. That was the deal we made, instead of stopping working for them or going for them full stop. Because that way, every week we were taking $10,000 off the mass amount owed, right? But we weren't pulling, because if we had pulled all our machines and all our people out of there, they would have just stopped making payments.
Well, they would have had no cash flow to.
They would, exactly. So we worked our way out, like we worked our way out from $675,000 to like, I think in the end we lost 50,000 on the one job outright. That court case is settled, so that 50,000's gone. And then the other ones, there's 180 owing. So, we backed it down to from 675. We backed it down to what, like 240, 250.
That's good.
But that was because we had a good, we worked it out and we had a good talk. We have disagreed about buying things, and then we usually don't buy them. Normally, if I want to buy something and Kelly doesn't, it's like, I look at it and I'm like, is this the mountain I want to die on? And I think a lot of times, in a lot of those things where I've said we should get this, she was right that we shouldn't have got it. It was better that we didn't. So, interestingly, this week, we've had the 595 and the Mammoth on the same job site. And the night crew has every night selected the Mammoth instead of the 595 to do their work.
So they'd rather get rained on than,
I guess,
be in a Bobcat.
I think it's more when there's only two guys, it's nice to just jump off.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw the video. We were loading the triaxle with that machine this week.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's fucking crazy. Because
Yeah.
Christy was in the truck and I was on site and she called me. I said, "How's it going?" She's like, "Oh, good. They're loading up the gravel." I went, "Oh, what are they loading it with?" Because the 595, it had rained so much and there was a bit of oil in the pan and the pan had filled up with water and it looked like it was all oil. So when the guys went to check the oil, they were like, "Whoa, there's oil everywhere." And I said, "Okay, I'm coming up there. Don't touch it till I get there. And then if it needs to get started with no oil or moved around, I will do it. Because if it blows up, it's mine." Um, they were like, "Okay." So they didn't have the 595. So I said to her, "What the fuck are they loading with? The 595's over here with me." And she said, "They're loading with the Mammoth." And I'm like, "You fucking crazy? Who loads a triaxle with a stand-on skid steer?" But
Awesome.
it's not even a little bit of clearance. There's tons of clearance.
Wow. My
Like
ASV couldn't do that.
it couldn't, the ASV couldn't load the
Could not
triaxle.
load a track, so I don't think it could load the tandem.
How big was the ASV?
65. So
Why
what's
did
that?
you buy it? Why did you buy it? Like, what was the theory
It's
behind it?
supposed to be a topsoil machine.
Mm.
For shitty weather, it can go, it could float across the top of stuff and without getting all bogged down and stuff. They offered me, Cat offered me $51,000 for it. We paid 115 2 years ago.
What?
Yeah, yeah. So that was either a fuck you or this is what we can give you based on the comparables. So I
Two
didn't even,
years ago, did you buy it brand new?
yeah, yeah,
So 2 years ago, you paid 115 for it brand new.
I
How
think
many
so.
hours are on it?
430, either 350 or 430. So
Maybe I should buy that machine to push it to dump for 50 grand instead of
no,
that.
it can't push. It can't push. Like it's not big enough, right? It's not heavy enough to
Yeah.
push. But
That seems like an insane depreciation for a machine, man.
well, I understand that there, yeah, COVID, we probably paid too much at the time. We only owe 20 grand on it. So, I mean, anything is puts us ahead, but I think having the value after 2 years is excessive. Like I'm better off to keep it than I am to sell it for
Oh, you're
1,000.
way better to keep it. Put
And
it, get
then
a set of forks for it and use it as a yard machine or
yeah,
something.
and Cat is $12,000 more expensive than Kubota for the same size machine to replace it with.
Who did you buy it from? Like, who's an ASV dealer? Like, did you buy it? Like,
Uh,
how did you buy it?
Someone called Delta Power Equipment around here. They
So
sell ASV
would
in
they
Scotland and Yanmar.
would they take it back?
Um, I don't know, maybe. I mean, nobody wants
Maybe.
to use, they want to sell their new stuff, right? I want to sell everything new, but I will.
Do your guys like it?
Yeah, they don't mind it. Now that it's
Like,
all put
is
back.
it legitimately good for topsoil?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it does good topsoil work. But
Why is it supposed to float differently than another one? Because it has bigger
so the
tracks?
whole
Or
track system is different, right? It's got all these little bogey wheels and a track tensioner that's different. And Cat actually uh, leased the track system from ASV because it was so revolutionary.
Really?
They did that for a while, yeah.
so were you gonna buy a cat?
If the price was right, but I hate the whole you want the spiel like tell me why a cat is better, and they'll just say because it's a cat. Cost of operating. I'm like, don't give me that bullshit cost of operation or cost to run it and stuff. My Kubotas have never fucking failed me ever, and they're still $15,000 cheaper off the hop. I don't buy that whole. Oh, it's a
A
over the
lot
long
of
run, it's
people,
cheaper to operate or cheaper to maintain. No, it's
I
not. That's
don't
bullshit.
think I don't think anything about cat is cheap.
No, no.
People do. I ran a cat machine plowing snow this winter, and when I first got in it, I fucking hated it. Like hated it with a passion. But then there is a
They have
shit
some nice
ton.
features, yeah.
There is a shit ton of adjustments you can make in them. Like you can adjust everything, and that's one thing I'll give it. And by the time the end of the 17 hours or whatever it was, I was plowing fucking snow in the thing for, I had it really dialed in, so I felt comfortable in it. It took a bit, but I didn't mind. By the time I was done, I didn't mind it. I found the door weird, like because it's just that piece of I don't know, it's a piece of glass, and
Yeah.
Kubotas are rattly.
Yeah. Every machine has something, you
Oh,
know.
they all have something. Yeah, I think they are reliable though.
Cat?
No, Kubotas. I don't
Lotus?
know if I consider buying any other kind of machine with 6,000 hours on it.
No. No. And
I
if
don't.
they
I
1,000 hours and you're still getting 35 grand out of it, that's a good resale. I'd say
It
that's
is.
probably too much for the machine, but that's just me.
That's there was 25 comparables or something that the guy
Hey,
pulled up.
and that's what the market will bear. Fucking great.
So I
Wish mine's worth that whenever it gets that old.
how old? What's yours? A
Maybe
75?
100 hours. Yeah, 75.
75? Yeah. So this one's a bigger one,
Yeah,
but still, I don't. You know how like it's really hard to find a diesel pickup truck for less than 30 grand?
absolutely. Yeah,
Like diesel pickup trucks, it doesn't matter. They could be 20 years old, they're 30 grand. There's
yeah.
just like a bottom end of diesel pickup trucks where they're just this is the flat line of a diesel pick somewhere between 25 and 30 grand is the flat line of a diesel pickup truck. Unless you get to like 30 years old, completely rusted out junk, then there's still 15 grand.
Yeah.
The whole frame could be broken in half, 20,000. So I think that skid
And
steer is
then
probably
you can't sell a fucking triaxle in great shape for 50,
perfect. Yeah.
you know.
So, but I think that maybe machines have the same kind of thing going on. Like,
Yeah,
you know, it's
there's just a floor for this stuff, right? And
yeah, it's just I think that 30,000 is a floor for a full frame skid steer
what's the floor for a 15,000 pound dozer?
at 20 grand,
I
15,
got
20
mine for
grand.
10, so yeah.
Yeah.
But like it'll
50, I
never be worth less than 10, you know?
no, it's probably worth 6 or 7 grand in scrap.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
because is it a case or a cat or what is it?
Case.
Yeah, so someone might it probably has a maybe it has a Cummins motor in it. Someone might pull the like
I that thing is sat for 2 months and I fired it up yesterday. Like it had never stopped running. Like, oh, there's nothing in the rad. It started to smoke after 10 minutes. I'll bring it to the shop, fill the rad with water, cool down. Perfect. Ran it for another half hour.
better be careful you don't leave that water in next summer, next winter.
Oh, we all no, it leaked out slowly through the year. We always know before, when it gets cold, you gotta switch it.
Yeah, switch it out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think it's the most reliable piece of equipment you own?
I bet it is. Minus
I'm,
30.
I'm not. I'm not even saying that. I'm saying like seriously. Do you think it's one of the most reliable pieces of equipment you own?
I think so. It's obviously more reliable than the fucking Dodge Ram 5500 that we have.
It has less lights on it though.
Yeah, and I don't think it has a working light on the thing.
Does it have a Jesus loves you sticker?
No,
Do you think that your employees have an HR complaint of you subjecting them to your religious beliefs?
not my religious beliefs.
But you're still subjecting them to it.
Yeah, it's in there. It also has a no smoking sticker. So, do you think they pay
Mm,
attention to either one of those
I don't
when they're
know. Probably
driving?
not. No,
Yeah. So,
no. That's true.
I've tried. I've tried,
I can't
guys.
believe an ASV dropped 65,000 in 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah. It just did, I guess.
That's crazy.
I took it on a 3-year term, but like paid off. We're paying like 2,500 bucks a month for the thing. I'm just like, it's gonna hurt for 2 years, but then it'll be paid off. And
Mm,
then we're real close. It's paid off in January. Everything comes off payments. The ASV, the 8-ton shovel, the 4-ton shovel, the 2-ton shovel, everything is off payments by like next summer.
nice.
Then what do you do? have more money, or do you buy shit again?
Sell it and buy new stuff.
Take your equity out of it, roll it
It
over.
depends. Does any of it have a lot of hours on it?
Uh, no, not really. Nothing's over 1,000 hours.
Hmm. Everything I own is tapped out. Everything I own is so many hours. Our
Like I,
E20 has like 2,700 hours on
ooh,
it.
I never had a machine that up.
So
Well, not to me anyway.
I think Brad told me, I don't remember if I remember this 100%, but I think Brad told me when he called him was like, I need a water pump for an E20. They was like, that's never gone before. He's like, this one has 2,000 hours on it or something. And they're like, holy fuck. Who puts 2,000 hours on a fucking E20?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot of digging.
It's a lot of digging in an E20.
Yeah.
That's a
I
fucking
like I
lot.
used to love having nice new shiny things, but with the way that the crew works, we can't have beautiful things anymore. I used to take pride in it all. Nice, shiny, shine it, wax it, grease it, everything. Now, as long as it runs, as long as it runs, it goes out. Because we can't anymore. I'm beside myself. Well, what are we gonna do? Paint it in every winter? Bondo the fucking thing every winter? There's only
Yeah,
so much you can do, and to keep your sanity.
I agree.
The only thing that's mine to keep is what's in the bank account. Everything else is out the door.
That's good. That's a fucking piece of advice if someone stuck around till the end here. Mine's what's in the bank account. Everything else can go out the fucking door.
Yeah, the only thing I get to keep. And then even then the government wants it. So
Yeah,
what do you
that's the
do?
truth.
I
Big
used to take
Daddy,
so much pride in the equipment, but can't.
but you were probably working on site every day,
Yeah, I was.
and you're not anymore.
Not anymore. Management.
Big Daddy Carney would be proud.
Uh, think so?
He's management. I like how in the parliament he gave his first like question period thing, and he's like, "We're bringing forth one economy for all of Canada. We're getting rid of all the provinces. It's going to be one economy, and I expect everyone in this house to vote for it." I was like, "Bro, it's not Brookfield. Like you can't tell these people what to do. You're not the boss of them. You know, like the guys used to just telling everyone at Brookfield, you do this and you'll like it. It like doesn't work like that. I didn't read it all yet, but I got to read it all before I really comment on it. But there was an article in either the National Post or something that he's already made a bunch of concessions to Brookfield.
I I invested $500 more. I think this past week.
Let's finish this episode out on a good report on Brookfield, Chad.
I'm up 1.61%.
You were up 14% last week.
This is separate. So
Oh, okay.
this I can tell. Actually, I will show you, or I will check on my regular Brookfield. Is down
Did you
1.05%. No, sorry, I'm down 0.71% on Brookfield Corp and up 1.6% on
But are
uh
you up more than that overall, or is that just today?
that's all time.
so it's
Hmm.
gone down quite a bit.
So
Maybe he didn't. Maybe they didn't get the Carney was supposed to be granting them a bunch of special exceptions or something.
Hmm.
total all time my TFSA is down 14%, but my crypto's up 34%. So
Nice.
we're up.
At the end of the day, invest in crypto, like Chad,
I
and
told that
not.
to my, I told that to my banker. She's like, but that's not real. I said, I don't care what you say. It's like I'm not gonna put all my money there, I'll tell you that right now, but it's made me more money than my investments with you guys. And they don't know what to say. Well, yeah, but that's so volatile, it's so dangerous, and every month you charge me 5% for your fucking bankers to manage my money, regardless of whether
Every month?
no, of it's whatever
Annually, right?
annually or whatever, right? But
Yeah.
you're taking regardless of whether we're up or down. You're taking your money.
5% is insane. Wow.
It's a lot. Like it's too much for what it is, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Canada has some of the highest banking fees in the world
yeah.
for
Like
Big
you
Daddy Carney.
perform like shit. You're still taking 5% of my money, right? Like
5% is insane.
ridiculous. Yeah.
That seems like a lot.
But
So the moral of this episode, as we close this down, is invest in crypto, not ASVs.
yeah.
I think that's really the moral. That's really the moral of the episode. If you're
Yeah.
looking for a place to park your money, ASV equipment is apparently not the place.
No. No.
It seems like a poor place to park your money.
Yeah. Yeah. I
You'd be
think
better off putting your money in bonds yourself.
honestly my best return has been in the business or in real estate. Like by far.
What did you do with the house you used to live in?
Shane, one of my workers lives in it.
Nice. So is he going to take care of the pool?
Yep. Yep.
Is he like a big, do you think he'll take care of the pool, like a big pool guy?
Yeah. Him and his family use it all the time.
Are you going to
Well,
put a
all
new
the
pool
time.
in?
I'm gonna put a pool here maybe next year. We just bought the cottage, so
Mm,
there's and we're
you're
gonna
going,
renovate the cottage and Airbnb it and then buy another one and yeah, to keep the ball rolling.
you're more ambitious than me, Chad.
It's because my testosterone's higher.
And that's the end of the episode right there.
Ooh, thank you for watching. Ooh. Yeah, those people run the world. They're so impressive. What a bunch of freaks.